Cami, VP of Hoot Wisdom, here with our new artist, Nate Villwock, who came in third place last semester in our Hoot Wisdom Atlantic Idol competition. Thanks for hopping on the call with me, Nate.
Thank you for having me.
We wanted to give the viewers and listeners an opportunity to get to know you better. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you're studying at FAU.
I'm from Stuart, Florida, which is like an hour north of Boca at FAU, and I'm studying communication studies with an emphasis in the rhetoric and rhetorical theory.
How'd you get into music?
I got into music because I started writing songs and like poetry when I was about 17, and so I figured I should probably learn guitar or something to go along with it. So that's kind of how I got my start. So I picked up my dad's guitar. And
So how would you describe your musical sound then?
simple
Okay.
folk music, acoustic.
Who are some of your musical inspirations?
John K. Sampson, Aaron Weiss, Tim Kasher, John Darnielle and the Mountain Goats.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about your new song, Me and You.
My new song, Me and You, it was a little sort of sad, bittersweet song about two people who are stuck and they just can't get unstuck, even though there's nothing there anymore. It's just been going on and on and on. And so that's at the core of the song.
Yeah, that's amazing. So make sure you guys go take a listen to it now. But for now, here's our cover of Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles featuring Nate.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song.
I want more berries and that summer feeling. It's so wonderful and warm.
Breathe me in, breathe me out. I don't know if I could ever go without.
I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know if I could ever go without.
Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high.
Watermelon sugar.
Strawberries on a summer evening. Baby, you're the end of June.
I want your body and that summer feeling. Get it wash away in you.
Breathe me in,
Breathe me out.
I don't know if I could ever go without.
Watermelon sugar high, 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 watermelon sugar high.
I just wanna taste it, I just wanna taste it. Watermelon sugar high.
Strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song.
I want your belly and that summer feeling. I don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar high, 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 watermelon sugar high.
I just wanna taste it, I just wanna taste it. Watermelon sugar high. I just wanna taste it, I just wanna taste it. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our music business segment. I'm Barbara and I'm here with my co-hosts Abby and Alex, where we talk about all the exciting current events happening in the world of music. Here we are in New York City, where Puerto Rican singer-songwriter Bad Bunny gave a very unique concert on Sunday, September 20th.
I heard he performed on a moving bus because of the social distancing and stay-at-home orders. He did. It started at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx at 6 p.m., and he did a 2-hour set of his hit songs as the bus drove through New York City.
The concert was streamed live on YouTube and Univision's radio station Euphoria, where millions of people watched the bus top performance. He performed the whole show en español, and his finale performance was his hit song Yo Perreo Sola, which translates to I Dance Alone.
Bad Bunny made his final stop at the Harlem Hospital, where he dedicated his performance to the frontline workers in the COVID-19 pandemic.
Wow. I mean, that hospital serves so many poverty-stricken parts of the city, and they had a massive influx of COVID patients right at the start of the pandemic.
Wow. That's what I call a random act of kindness. He really does have a big heart.
Oh, did you hear about the Tiny Desk performance by BTS?
It sounds vaguely familiar. I've heard of BTS before, but I haven't really listened to their music. And what's a Tiny Desk concert?
No. We have to do this right. They're only the biggest Korean pop supergroup in the world.
Yeah, and they finally made their Tiny Desk debut on Monday, September 21st.
Oh, that group. Got it. See, this is why I have you guys.
All right, so Tiny Desk concerts are a series of mini concerts performed inside the NPR offices. But because of COVID, they've been having all the artists performing from their homes and sending the videos into them instead.
Wow, that's actually really awesome. So I'm assuming BTS, they recorded from home too then.
Well, yes and no. BTS recorded their performance for the Tiny Desk concerts in a South Korean record store, and it stayed on YouTube's trending page for an entire week.
They started their concert off with their summer hit Dynamite, and the video of their performance reached over 10 million views in just 2 days, making it the most successful concert in the series by a landslide.
Wait, I know that one. Wasn't Dynamite BTS's first English language speaking song?
Mm-hmm.
The BTS army went crazy over it, and it became such a huge success. No doubt spreading enjoyment to all quarantine K-pop fans around the world.
You know, as horrible as the pandemic is, it's fascinating to see how everyone is adapting, especially in music.
Yeah, with all the venues being closed for an undetermined amount of time, we all had to make the choice to move on, and I think everyone has adapted well and made fantastic use of their time with their own unique personal live stream concerts.
Thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed our segment.
Guys, maybe next time we can do our own tiny concert.
Do you write great music? Do you have what it takes to be a rock star? You've got the instruments. You have the talent. But for some reason, you keep finding your records in the trash. That's because your music sounds like absolute garbage. That's right, absolute garbage. You may have a few microphones already, but are they any good? Today we're gonna go over a few microphones in order from least expensive to most expensive and compare their sound at the end of the segment, so stick around. First up is the AT2020 at $99. This condenser microphone has a cardioid pattern and requires phantom power. You can see the frequency response graph displayed on the screen, as well as other microphone specifications. Because of its sensitivity, this microphone makes great use for vocals and other loud instruments. Next up is the Aston Origin at $299. This condenser microphone has a cardioid polar pattern and requires phantom power. See the frequency response graph and other specs displayed now. It is versatile enough to use with any instrument. For singer-songwriters, the Origin excels on acoustic guitar and vocals. For a few extra bucks, you can expand your options with the Aston Spirit condenser at $449. This features 3 options for polar patterns, including cardioid, figure 8, and omni. Peep the graph and check the specs. Last but not least is the AKG C414 at $1,099. This beast of a condenser mic includes 9 different polar patterns and requires phantom power. It is able to record piano, vocals, strings, horns, and woodwinds with high quality results. Because of its versatility, this mic has been used at some of the world's leading recording studios. It also features a number of options for pads and filters. Due to COVID, we're going to demonstrate these microphones using a website called Audio Test Kitchen. Now that you know the cost and specifications, let's give these bad boys a listen.
To rest, it's Southern California, ain't no place like this. And after stuff y'all doing, we created the week to rest. It's Southern California, ain't no place like this. And after stuff y'all doing, we created the shit. So don't be sagging, young buck, in the presence of this. Don't even week to rest. It's Southern California, ain't no place like this. And after stuff y'all doing, we created the shit. So don't be sagging, young buck, in the presence of this. Don't even come from my city, week to rest. It's Southern California, ain't no place like this. And after stuff y'all doing, we created the shit. So don't be sagging, young buck, in the presence of this. Don't even come from my city, week to rest.
And that's it. Now you're ready to rock.
Not do it, say shit, not do it. Most people are through with me 'cause I say shit, not do it. What you gotta do it.
Hello, my name is Brian Chen, and I am a commercial music technology major. We are so fortunate to be able to interview Gregory Smith, the music composer for Disney parades, live shows, and fireworks shows. In our interview, he is going to talk about his work with the Disney company and his music for Disney theme parks, as well as his own projects.
Can you explain like your transition from where you started to where you are now?
I studied piano and guitar as a kid. One of those went better than the other, the guitar. I wanted to be a rock and roller, you know, and the piano did not work well until I was 17. I got real serious about music, and I wanted to know how to read it and write it and all of that. So I remember telling my dad, I said, geez, you know, Dad, someday I want to work for Disney. And I was thinking maybe running the teacups or something, but the work I would do for Disney would be either parades, live shows, or fireworks shows. For me, the fireworks shows are the most gratifying because it's like a ballet in very many ways. You know, the fireworks takes shape and form and opens up over time. There's motion, and it's a little freer for the composer to score and carry on. One thing Disney guarantees you, guarantees me, are production values. We record with the Los Angeles musicians who, they're absolutely wonderful, the best recording musicians in the world. And then there's the London musicians. It's not uncommon for Disney to record at Abbey Road with a large orchestra and a world-class engineer sitting behind the console. You think you might like that? I love that. That means they respect the integrity and the production values of the music. And that agrees with me. When we did the Star Wars excerpt, which oddly enough was the most popular excerpt in the Disneyland 50th fireworks show, my timpanist was Don Williams, brother of John. And he's played a lot of timpani for me over the years. And I got to tell you, there's just something comfortable about having John Williams' brother on timpani. It's really an honor to revisit those old themes with these big performing forces and with someone saying, you know, why don't you take this and run with it? it's been a glorious relationship over the years for them.
All of us, or most of us, are studying composition. What advice do you have for us as college students?
I'm glad you're all taking this world seriously enough to study it in college. Music is a very willing partner, collaborator. Composers need to know their craft, and the more in depth you go with some of the boring stuff, the theory, the harmony, analysis of other people's work, listen to what's happening in there. You need to learn about the instrument's strengths and weaknesses so you can exploit them so they can make your stuff sound good. If someone gives you direction that's very specific and you don't agree with it and you feel strongly about it, I think it's okay to express that. But you better be ready to back away a bit. Maybe there's a middle ground you can strike. It's okay to put your opinion in play, but it's also important to remember that the people you're writing for have probably been working on the project longer than you and have a clear vision of what they want, and you need to respect them. And in fact, I started to have more success when I didn't dismiss the direction I was given. If you're an emerging writer, you need opportunities. You need opportunities to write music, whether it's for money or not, but you need to look for some redeeming value, right? There's got to be something, I hate to say it, there's got to be something in it for you. And and that includes experience.
Of course.
Okay? And also look to see if it's going to have any legs, if the project is going to be shown to people. Mm-hmm. A short independent film could make festival rounds. What you want to come out of it with is a reel. You want to start to develop your portfolio so you can show that to other people. This is what I do. And if you can show somebody, a potential client, what you do with maybe some higher production values, you're more likely to get the next gig. You just need to find people that need music. If you have a friend or an associate or someone who is a great instrumentalist or a standout instrumentalist, write something for them. So there's no limit to the things you can find to do.
We would like to give a very special thank you to Gregory Smith once again for taking the time out of his day and giving us his wonderful opportunity to interview him. We are going to post the full version of this interview, so please stay tuned to our YouTube channel.
Hey everyone, I'm Ivana, the Director of Community Outreach at Hoot Wisdom. Today we are talking about the iconic songwriter and producer Max Martin, a Swedish songwriter and producer who's written or co-written 23 Billboard 100 #1 hit songs. The producer behind artists like Britney Spears, Kesha, Taylor Swift, and Ariana Grande. Most of the songs you've heard on the radio since the 90s have had Max Martin behind them, creating every big pop hit from the past 20 plus years. He has the third most #1 written songs behind only Paul McCartney and John Lennon of the Beatles. He is also tied with the late Beatles producer George Martin for the most #1 produced songs ever. Here's some hit songs from the past 25 years you may not have known Max Martin was behind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Always been told that I've got too much to ride. Too independent to have you by my side. Then my heart said, all of you will see. Just won't live for someone until he lives for me. My loneliness is killing me. I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. I never thought that you would be the one. Acting like a when I was gone. Maybe you should. Kiss and tell. You really should have kept it in your pants. I'm hearing dirty stories from your friends. Maybe you should. Kiss and tell. You got that James Dean daydream look in your eyes, and I got that red